Well, hello. Eight pages. And I guess this right here is just going to be the boring stuff in the beginning. Gotta create an action here. With how I'm getting these pages, they're at a different resolution, but huge in size, 70 inches. So I'm going to change them. 11 by 17 by 400, and then it'll do its thing. Then while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and do this one. This will separate all the line of work, all the stuff that Brian lays down, and I get the color underneath of it. See, just like that. And then we can stop recording. Save this. Resize. That's the action that we just created. And if I didn't screw it all out, which I don't think I did, just hit OK, and it should just do the same thing to all the other pages. Doesn't matter if it's didn't get all of it there, or save as a PSD, that's fine. But we'll start on this one. So entertaining. Load bar. Could be that I have like 20 browsers open. I should close my email. Stay out of that stuff. Jason, that's funny. Well, thank you. I made it myself. The music. Oh yeah? That's awesome, man. What are you working on? I figured I had some old songs laying around, so put them to some use, you know. Aw, that's sweet. Does she know about it? So I'm streaming to. That's cool, man. I'm streaming to two different places. I'm streaming to YouTube and Facebook. This is a test run, really, to see how well that everything works. I have no idea until it's all over. Deadlines, am I right? Supposed to have it done today. Don't we all? Why do it today when you can do it tomorrow? Oh, that's good. Before I tried it, and all I had was a headset. And for the longest time, I play video games and stuff with my son Hayden. And every now and then he says it sounds like I'm in a helicopter, you know? I'm just like, oh, it must be the headset. So I buy a camera, and that has the microphone included with it. So I'm just like, you know what? It's got good reviews. I'll give it a shot, give it a try, see how it does. And when I hooked it all up, it sounded like I was in a helicopter. And I was like, wow, I just bought this thing for nothing. But, you know, it works. I want to keep it. It's got a camera, so you can see my stupid face. I mean my charming face. Or 3 weeks. As long as you keep in contact with your people, let them know that you're alive at least. There's been some sick days, man, that I was just like, you know what? I'm not doing anything. I'm not even gonna text. And you pull a Rip Van Winkle and they think that you died, and they find somebody else. That's important to keep contact. You go showing up to work, someone else is in your desk. Oops. Guess I should have answered those voicemails. Honestly, I never check my voicemail, and I am positive that when anytime someone calls and they get to the voicemail, it just says that this person's inbox is full and go away. It's usually what I get when I call anybody else, that their inbox is full, so I assume mine would be too, because I never answer it, and I never bother to empty the inbox. It'd be kind of funny if I could get all the Jasons that I know on here, and it would just be an army of Jasons in the chat. Huh. Well, way to restrict yourself there, Brian. Yeah, right, now I'm just doing the rotoscope, getting the line work done. Oh, yeah, I've been there. Honestly, I mean, rotoscoping and flighting is kind of almost the same thing. It's just a little different. You're tracing things, but I enjoy rotoscoping. It's like art. Rotoscoping is to flatting for a colorist or inking for an artist. It's tracing. Man, this guy. Does that stuff just hang out like all the time? Like if he's sitting, you know, in a boat, maybe in a canoe, snags on the edge? Does it hurt? Does it feel it? Is it like a callus? So many questions. Why does he have pants? I guess you don't need pants when you live in hell. If you haven't read the wacky story of this, Pocus Hocus, I recommend it. It's one of those good ones that comes along. It's funny. It's entertaining. It keeps your interest through it. I enjoy working on it. But man, these guys, for this being like their first, they do a good job. It's a lot of fun to work on. I won't say that about most people. You know who you are. Alright, sweet man. Go ahead and send that on over. There it is. Then you can hear. It's a good thing that notification for Facebook is just a ding, because usually it's a guy that's cussing. It's Tom Segura from his one of his stand-up comedies. He screams, "What the?" I don't know if you get flagged or not. I guess I'll find out if it goes off. Turn the volume down, but phones. I'll take a look here. I wonder how many other colors out there make sound effects when they do this stuff. Oh man, that's definitely rotoscoping. That's actually something that I did when I was creating a poster that I made. Is I did a lot of rotoscoping, kind of like how they did like the old Lord of the Rings animation and a lot of old Disney movies and stuff. Maybe I'll find a link to it, and then you can order it too. Not that you would want to. It means nothing to anybody but me. Pretty looking art, but I wouldn't say that's for everybody. Not that kind of art. Then again, there are those that go out and just buy a painting of blue. So, what do I know? Subjective. All I do is just this. I go around this stuff. I assume that eventually, once you get done with the outline and everything, with all the rotoscoping, that you'll basically be doing what I'm doing right now, is just going underneath of the line art, right? If you're going to color it to this. That's my guy right there, man. Alright, let's see here. What color you be? Reference. All the way back. Where were you at in 3? Were you at 3 at the end? Oh man, that was cool. So much good stuff. I know exactly where you are. No color? Oh, sad face. No shades, nothing, no shading, nothing like that. Ah, okay. I guess as long as it's not naked as a jaybird, as they say. Naked as a jaybird. Whatever that actually means, I don't know. What's a jaybird? Yeah, with pencil. That's the way to go. I like shading with pencil. I miss the days of shading with pencil. Now all I have is a digital pen. Like Frodo at the end of Lord of the Rings, I no longer know what a wooden pencil feels like. I guess I don't know what a mechanical pencil feels like either. It's been that long. I hardly ever use them. And when I say hardly, I mean like once, maybe every 3 months. A pen just to sign my name. I was going to pencil that in, but let's see here. Yeah, that works. We no longer need you. Oh, that's my cat in the background hacking up a hairball. Cat, I love you, buddy. You're the best. Forever documented. Ooh, spoilers, be careful. There we go. Check out this wonderful page. Yeah, I'm sure. He does it right by the door. He just gets hairballs. I've given him medicine. I've changed his food. But he just keeps doing it. Which is honestly surprising since my other cat just cleans him all day long and she doesn't hack up at all. You know what? I grabbed the wrong color. I should have just grabbed her hair color. If you positioned her just half an inch to the left, this would have been a completely different panel. Don't need that color. I keep grabbing that color. And her jacket is... We'll go with that color. Nope. We'll go with this color. There's probably a delay in conversation too. I think I put it on a 30-second delay, just because internet kind of goes in and out sometimes. Living out in the middle of nowhere, I guess, has that effect. Is it right? I try. as they always used to tell me when I first started, was time is money, and that ain't no joke. Used to burn myself out on this. Oh yeah. Alright. Feels like 30 seconds, huh? Right on. And now this guy here. I can see it on my other monitor that it does look like it is behind from what I see. But that's a good thing to know. Could probably change that to a lesser time, honestly. No reason to separate all his pieces. He's all one color. It doesn't matter. There's that. Wow. And I'm done. No, kidding. If only. But not so bad, honestly, on this page. Being that it's a big giant panel, that kind of helps out. Color choices. Let's go up to... It'll look different when it's printed. It'll be more orangey, but that looks cool. Oh, good to know. So you're watching it on Facebook then, is that right? Things sure have changed since I used to stream back in the day. Of course, I wasn't doing this. I was just making tools and how-tos. Alright, right on. You can access it from anywhere. You can watch me and poop at the same time. And it would be okay. I don't find it invasive at all. When you gotta go, you gotta go. I lived in dorms. There is no shame. Just smash that down. My show, I think. I have a friend that he does live streams. I didn't realize what day it was because I'm on 3.5 hours of sleep, and I'm a bit tired today. Probably hear it in my voice, but I have a friend that he does a live show, and I wasn't thinking that ours might intersect. I don't want to take away from my buddy. The only reason why I'm starting it so late is because apparently YouTube has a 24-hour wait time once you activate going live. So yesterday I was like, alright, let's go live, and oh, Wait 24 hours. Well, poop. So I waited. And then when I got to the time, it said, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer because we are still looking things over. Paraphrasing. So I waited. And now we're here. But I think he starts at 6, so I guess it kind of depends on how many pages I'm going to get done on this. And how long I want to stream for. Or if my internet connection cuts out, we won't know. Well, you will know. I won't know. I'll just keep coloring. Jason, you mentioned that music earlier. That's funny. All the old ones that I had made since 2017, I want to say. Most of those are all gone except for ones that I randomly uploaded to different places. And one of those places is SoundCloud that I uploaded them to. And yesterday I was looking to see how I can download my own music from SoundCloud. And without Googling it, I mean, I didn't look that hard. Just looked around, looked for icons that looked like a download icon, didn't see them, and I was like, I guess I can't download them. So, but it was kind of a major bummer. I had a website that I also uploaded music to that I went back to, like a portfolio website. I was using that to get design jobs in Arizona because it also showed a lot of other stuff like photography and things that weren't comic book related. Cool looking texture. I bet you it's a brush though. I say that because I always see those three. Does a good job though. I dig it. I wonder if he created that brush. I guess I could just ask him. I mean, I know the guy. I've known him for over a year now, I guess. Worked on quite a bit of his stuff. Colored a Batman that he did before, which was dope. Oh, that was awesome. I love that one. That was one of my favorites. Circle, 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 tap, 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 tap. And that's art, ladies and gentlemen. Tap, tap, tap. How do you know where to tap? I tap in a thing. He put a circle, I tap in that circle, and then I tap in my circle. And that's art. Well, I guess we'll find out. I mean, this is kind of a little happy trees. This is kind of just a cold open. I didn't announce it. It's kind of a test run, making sure that things are going to work smoothly. Making sure that when I use the software that it does work on all the platforms that I'm using, like YouTube and Facebook, so that way it's changing it at the right times, because the way I have it set up, that I have it going through different things, like that intro, and then it goes to this, so I have it set up so that way it does all that stuff. But like I said, it's all a cold open. It wasn't scheduled to be at this time. It was actually scheduled to be 9 a.m. in the morning today, but I'm sure it's 9 a.m. somewhere on Earth, because the Earth is round, not flat. Sorry, I just lost a demographic. Boss is going to see this and go, "That's all you do?" Yeah. Why do we pay you that much? Because I've been doing it for years, and without me, you wouldn't know how to do it. That's why. Hey, James. Yeah, what are you gonna podcast? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna talk about this time? James, that's real weird that you pop on here, because we haven't talked for quite a bit, and I was just talking about you to some friends of mine about how me and you met in art class and stuff, and that I tell them about the time that you got hypnotized and stuff. It's just funny that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, that here you are, you just show up. The flat earth dude, that's why you popped in. He's just all silent and everything. He's like, he's talking about my earth. That's great. So tell me, because I do have another friend that he believes that the earth is flat. Well, I don't know about drawn to your coolness. We were just placed next to each other. Nah, it was the guitar playing. And the fact that we went to a graveyard to read poetry. I got shot at by a cop. Oh man, those were the days. Yeah, both of them, huh? It is a true story. Man, that was there's some days you wake up, you take a shower, you do your routine through that day, and you go to work, go to your classes, buy yourself a Coke, hang out with your buddy at a graveyard, going over basically song lyrics. I wouldn't really necessarily say it was poetry. And then you start getting shot at by a cop. Just hanging out. Those were the best years, though. Still, to this day, I'm like, man, college was a lot of fun. So, James, what are you planning on podcasting about? You mentioned that just a moment ago. Yes, the panhandle is flat. You're right. Leo. There'll be a moment where I'll have to click my "I'll be right back" to let my dog out, because he's sitting here next to me being all kinds of needy today. just constantly wanting the pets. So is the cats. I don't know. They are fed. They are watered like a plant. Just being needy. Yes. Panhandle is insanely flat. Like the grass ocean, as I call it. Leo, I get it. I'll take you out there, okay? I got you, buddy. He's not gonna let me just work. He's needing to go outside. The sun's changed directions and he wants to go and take a look at it. All right. Well, yeah, I got you, man. All right. I guess that I'm going to be right back. So. Some things here. Want to build cool stuff. Use my CNC table to cut in 3D. Ooh, nice. Posted those on Facebook. I'll check those out. Yeah, it's always something that I wish that I was better at doing, working more with like my hands with like wood or metal, things like that. I mean, practice of course, but that was always more of a fun thing for me to do. Hey Jason, did you like the... Yeah, of course I know James. James Pierce. You may know him as a twin. If you know him, you should know him. We went to the same college, all three of us. And now my cat is here wanting attention. I'm all through throwing up, Dad. Can I get a treat? Bro, no. James played guitar. He was also in a lot of art classes. He was hypnotized, which I still don't believe. It was still pretty weird to see him hypnotized because he came back to the audience acting all weird. But James is also kind of an actor. In fact, we were making a movie together, weren't we? And then what's his face wouldn't let us use the cameras that the college had just got in, which were used for making movies. But he wouldn't let us use them. He was just like, only I can use them. Then why did we get them? Why do we have that many cameras if only you can use them? You're going to use like, what was it, like 3? You're going to use all 3 cameras, just you? All by yourself? That was back before cell phones. Well, back before they had like good cameras anyway. Nah. If we just had like the cell phones, we would just use those. Cell phones. Phones. Do you know who I'm talking about, Jason? The guy that wouldn't let us use the cameras. Me and him did not get along very well, did we? Actually, you and him didn't get along very well either. Now that I think about it. Jeff. That name sounds familiar, but no, not Jeff. Not Jeff. Jeff. Was that a student or a teacher? I don't remember it, Jeff. I'm trying so hard. Actually, there was once that when I got on Facebook that someone from the university contacted me and was telling me, like, dude, like, it's so cool, like, see, like, where you are and stuff now, just, like, congratulating me, like, complimenting me and all sorts of stuff. And he had a really long conversation with me for days. I say long, I mean, we were talking for days. And I thought that I knew who he was. And then it went by for years that I never even knew who he was. I have no clue. But we knew each other back in college. And now it's way too long to be like, I don't know who you are. Because it's been like over 10 years now. No, he was short and lanky. He was brown-haired, mustachioed, and had glasses, and his first name was Matt. He was... I'm sure that just that alone, I mean, there was a lot of Matthews and stuff, but I'm sure, come on, you should know him. Oh yeah, by the way, did you like that little break for a song? At least I hope it played the song. May not have. It's fur floating around everywhere. Thank you. Yeah, I made sure to put one beginning, middle, and end. And then I made it so that way it'll be easy to change them out if it gets too annoying and tiring listening to the same thing over and over. On my side, I don't even hear it. So I just see little bars that tell me there's sound going. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I learned it all on the fly. Because back when I used to do it, I mean, what did I use? I didn't have a webcam, I just used like a screen capturing tool. And I used to do it that way, just to make videos and record what was on my screen. So, that was a long time ago when I used to do that, but now things have changed quite a bit. Quite a bit, and there's some good software out there. The one that I'm using now seems to be doing pretty well. It came recommended. It doesn't look pretty when working with it, but it doesn't have to. It does what it needs to do. Yeah, look at that. You know what would make it better? Some little highlights. Layer mask are our friends. Oh yeah? Oh, with work and stuff? I'm gonna have to go and get my boy here in a second. My dog. He needs to come back in. Oh, I gotcha. Well, I'm glad that you're going on with that, that's for sure. It's always a good thing. That looks just plain silly. I don't need all that. Just a little bit. Boop, boop. Give it some texture lines. Oh, the perfectionist in me is just like, nope, it's not right. Should go like that. There we go. Better. Don't worry, Leo. I haven't forgotten about you, buddy. I'll go get you. James still in here? Because I can't. The thing is I can't see anybody until they talk, so I wouldn't have any idea. The Earth is round. Alright, man. Well, good luck to you, man. I have to pause again. Go get my dog. And we're back. I'm back. Oh, I guess Leo's back as well. And you're back. At least technically you're Jason. Technically I'm Jason. People that won't see the chat on there, it's just like, this dude's nuts. He's just talking about himself in the third person. First person? Second person? Whatever. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Look at the art. Oh. This right here, this is where you make your money. Jason, how do you know where to put the lines? How do you know how to do it like that? Like, how do you know if it's right? Like the Joker says, I just do things. I see it down there. Would you look at that? Look at that there. Look at that, look at that. Should get a ding here soon for Jason May. Jason May drum. said, I don't want to compete. Take away from my dude. What that I am. Shut up, phone. Man, I gotta take that off. That wasn't supposed to happen. That wrong volume that I had turned down. So there's a chat limit. I didn't know that. I'll have to take a look at settings and stuff. See if there's an option to change that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. If you have any ideas, like, you know, just maybe put in like questions or things like that, like a poll or something to solve, you know, something like that. Things that maybe I could do. Ask what movies people have seen, or, you know, whatever's in pop culture. I guess that's a safe topic, unless you're talking about pop culture, pretty much anything really. Know your audience. Can't even talk about flat Earth without someone getting on your comments. There's so many questions that I want to ask to Jason on there, because he lost his privileges for commenting, apparently, for commenting too much. I didn't know that that was a thing, but I guess it is. I don't know if that's just strictly for Facebook, or if it's a setting within the software that I use. One program that I do miss having is After Effects. I used to have it on my other hard drive. The one that had all my music on it, and art, and everything. Should have put a thing on here for a smoke break that was more like, you know, more than 2 minutes. I wonder if there's a way that if I put it on like the I'll be right back, if I can get it to where it'll play more than just one song and then it'll be silence. I mean, I know